This is Pittsburgh's Cathedral of Learning. And for the Steelers, it was to be a Sunday of learning as they faced the New York Giants, a team comprised of bright young stars like Randy Manier and seasoned veterans like Homer Jones, Jim Catkavage, and Joe Morrison. New York has entered the '68 season with more than a glimmer of hope due to a revamped youthful defense. And a preacher's son from Georgia they call the Scrambler, Fran Tarkenton. On this, the opening game of the season, the Steelers would try, and in the end would fail, to cope with both these elements as they hosted the Giants in the NFL Game of the Week. Number 3, Pete Gogolak, has returned after more than a year's absence and has brought with him the end of the Giants' place-kicking problems. But the first play from scrimmage gave evidence that New York has not solved a bigger problem, pass defense. This option pass from Dick Hoke to Roy Jefferson carried to the Giants' 10-yard line and helped put New York in an early hole. Contrary to Jefferson's wishes, he did step out of bounds at the 10. Eight-year veteran halfback Dick Hoke scored the first Steeler touchdown. He first went through left tackle to the 8. Then Hoke took a pitch out from quarterback Kent Nix and rolled into the end zone. As our isolated camera will show, number 56, Giant linebacker Tommy Crutcher, was unable to stop the forward thrust of Hoke's bruising run. A blocked extra point made it Steelers 6, Giants nothing. The man who blocked that extra point was to play a key role in this game. His name, Ronnie Bly, a rookie up from the Giants Farm Club. Bly, number 22, stunned the Steelers by returning 3 kickoffs for 151 yards to set up 2 Giant touchdowns. This one put the ball on the Steeler 31. From here, Randy Manier, number 27, another young Giant hopeful, accounted for the next 20 yards. 2 on a run, and 18 on a pass from Tarkenton. Manier, only in his second year, started along with Coy in the Giant backfield. Butch Wilson, number 86, started at tight end for New York. His inexperience might have been a factor on this incomplete pass, for while it looked like the defender got a hand on the ball, our super slow-motion camera showed that Tarkenton's pass was near perfect and just slid off the fingertips of Wilson's outstretched hands. But Tarkenton came back to one of the NFL's most underrated performers, number 40, Joe Morrison, and the result was perfect. On reviewing the touchdown, look for Morrison as he makes his cut in front of the camera, then darts to the corner of the end zone on a perfect post-corner pattern. Morrison's picture touchdown reception, his first of 2 on the day, makes it Giants 7, Steelers 6. The Steelers start a drive with a play they have almost patented. Roy Jefferson on an end around. The end around requires initial deception by the first back and sure blocking by the interior line. Here, Jefferson got both, especially from number 66, Bruce Van Dyke. Jefferson, number 87, has the hands and speed to become one of the truly great receivers in football. The Giants held, however, and forced a punt, which was down inside the 10-yard line. But a Giant penalty on the play gave Pittsburgh a chance for a field goal and the lead. The kick was short, and the score stood 7-6 midway through the quarter. The Giants failed to move the ball after the missed field goal, and a mix-up on this screen pass to Manier was the main obstacle to a seemingly long gainer on this short-lived drive. The Steelers got the ball and finally put together a sustained drive with a big finish. Quarterback Kent Nix, starting his first full season at the helm, mixed his plays well on this drive, calling for sweeps around the Giant flanks, short hitch passes, and quick shots up the middle, probing the Giant defense. Leading the drive on the ground was number 38, fullback Earl Groh, a hard and heavy runner, who was the leading rusher in the game with 71 yards. He and number 42, Dick Hoke, led the Steelers downfield. Kent Nix is a gifted quarterback, and he demonstrated in this, the opening game, why the Steelers had the confidence to trade Bill Nelson. Nix possesses the poise under pressure, a necessity in the NFL. Nix and Groh capped the drive with a 5-yard touchdown that made it 13-7 Steelers with seconds left in the quarter. However, seconds were all that rookie Ron Bly needed to go 66 yards with the ensuing kickoff. One of the few minor league products to make it as a pro, Bly put the ball on the Steeler 35 as the first quarter ended. Randy Manier will be counted on heavily by Coach Allie Sherman. If Coy and Fredrickson are the baby bulls, then Manier has to be a baby bronco. He is powerful, but also has a fluid and shifty style that adds important yardage to a run. Fran Tarkenton to Joe Morrison, and a face-masking penalty put the ball inside the Steeler 10. The scrambler did not have to scramble much until now, due to good protection from his line. But it took a Tarkenton scramble and a superlative catch by Morrison to score the touchdown. The replay shows that this was a controversial call, due to the fact that Morrison leaped first, then took possession in the air. A touchdown was ruled, and the Giants now led 14-13. New York then capitalized on its first real break when second-year tackle Bob Lertzema, number 71, intercepted Nix's pass and rumbled to the Steelers 7. Randy Manier tried the right side of a stubborn Steeler forward wall and got 3. Manier went up and over for New York's second touchdown of the quarter. On this score, the top camera demonstrates that Manier was definitely over. Giants 21, Steelers 13. Giants coach Rosie Brown watches the ensuing kickoff. The Steelers have added many new faces to their 1968 roster. Number 23, return specialist Tommy Watkins, obtained from the Rams, is one of many new Steelers who hope to help the team. The Steelers rushed for over 130 yards in this game and for over 100 in the first half. This drive was again spearheaded by the running of Dick Hoke and Earl Grove. They took the ball deep inside Giant territory. Until a clipping penalty set them back. With a 3rd and 3 on the Giant 46, Kent Nix called for a look in over the middle. When his man was finally open, Nix spotted him. But a well-timed defensive play by Ken Avery, number 54, broke up the play. And the drive ended with New York still on top, 21-13. stop New York, Pittsburgh knew it had to stop number 45, Homer Jones, the Giants' top-scoring threat. By double covering him for most of the half, they did just that, although Jones became almost as valuable as a decoy by taking 2 men with him. But sooner or later, Homer had to get free, and late in the half, to be sure, his moment came. A touchdown was prevented only by superior pursuit on the part of number 28, Glendon Thomas. On the last play, Tarkenton's fake set up the Steelers secondary. And after the ball reached Jones's outstretched hands, the result was an 84-yard shocker. From the Steeler 4, Tarkenton easily beat the secondary into the end zone for their 3rd score of the quarter. It can be seen from another view that the key to success was the initial fake into the line. In fact, Tarkenton later said that no one, not even the Giants, knew he would keep the ball. From there, it was easy. Giants 28, Steelers 13. Kent Nix wasted no time in putting the Steelers back within reach. This pass to number 86, J.R. Wilburn, who was taken off the injured list just before game time, was good for 16 yards. Dick Hoke made a fantastic behind-the-back fingertip catch for another Pittsburgh first down. Nix returned to his young receivers. Though his next pass fell incomplete, interference was called on New York and gave the Steelers their 3rd first down of this drive. On a vital 3rd and 9 situation, Nix hits his split end Compton with only 27 seconds left in the half to bring the Steelers to within 8 points of the Giants, 28-20. After the 48-point first-half scoring flurry, the two teams settled down to the brand of rock-hard defensive football for which each is known. Early in the 3rd quarter, the opposing defense platoons induced fumbles on successive plays, and this seemed to set the scene for 30 minutes of bruising but low-scoring football. Unable to score after the fumble recovery, New York yielded the ball to the Steelers, who began another abortive drive. This soaring interception by number 20, New York left cornerback Scott Eaton, thwarted the modest Pittsburgh attempt. Eaton managed to hang on to the ball despite a jarring three-point landing. Once again, the Steeler defensive line showed signs of why it has always been considered one of the toughest in the league. New York seemed to get a break when rookie linebacker Ray May roughed punter Ernie Coy. But they failed to capitalize. As the fourth period began, the frustrations began to take its toll on both sides. This Pittsburgh drive went nowhere. After two successful field goals, Pete Gogolak capped his return to the NFL with this successful onside kick, which was recovered by rookie Bobby Duhan. The happy homecoming was short-lived, however, when Pittsburgh's Chuck Hinton blocked another field goal attempt, and teammate Paul Martha took the ball in close to Giant territory. Another stalled attack prompted a fourth down gamble by Bobby Walden, but his pass off a fake punt fell incomplete. For the first time in the game, the big Giant setbacks began moving with authority, and behind superb blocking from their offensive line, they and Fran Tarkenton controlled the ball for most of the final quarter. On the longest drive of the contest, New York ran the ball an amazing 12 consecutive times. Their march culminated with Gogolak's second field goal, which increased the score to 34-20. With time running out, the Steelers went the air route, and they brought in a new quarterback to get them there. Dick Shiner, a hard-luck quarterback obtained in an off-season trade, caught fire with several quick strikes against the Giants secondary. But the drive was abruptly ended when New York's Willie Williams gathered in the Giants' third interception of the day. The game ended with the score Giants 34, Pittsburgh 20. The Steelers, picked by some experts to be a surprise team this year, didn't quite bring it off in this game. For Coach Allie Sherman, this day brought some satisfaction. His Giants seemed to be much improved where they most needed it, in the defensive line and in the erratic secondary. Signs of hope for the long weeks ahead.